Beautiful Leo family, hello and welcome to your December 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Leo, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for Leo's sun, moon, and rising signs. Y'all don't sweat it either if you don't catch this video right after I release it. Know there's a time and a space, Leo, for you to receive this message. So whenever you're feeling that urge, that tingle to click and watch or listen, that's the right time for you to receive this message, okay? So I hope that there'll be something in this message for y'all. Also keep in mind that because this is a collective reading for the Leo family, that not every single thing will hit for every single one of my Leos, but take what is meaningful, take what does hit, and then leave the rest for others. All right, beautiful family. Y'all, thank you so much. I do want to take a moment of gratitude and just thanking y'all for all your support, which means all your interaction with my content, which really does help support my channel and my work. So thank you for all your comments, your likes, your subscriptions, your shares. I have really loved hearing from the family and hearing what's going on with y'all and how these energies are impacting, you know, the greater community out there. So thank y'all for those of you who've shared and commented, again, subscribed and liked. If you do like these videos, the best way, the easiest way, the cheapest way, because it's free, that you can support my work is to interact with these videos. All right, y'all? So hit that like button, leave me a quick comment. I usually, at this point, you know, try and get back to as many comments as I can at this point. And yeah, let's just keep growing that family. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. All right, y'all. Now, if you do like what you see over here, Leo, I also have an Instagram. That's the only other social media platform I mess with. That link for my Instagram you can find in my bio. There's all sorts of things over there that get posted that don't always cross over here to my YouTube. The big announcement too with my Instagram, well, I'll tell you more in a minute, is that I'm now open for tarot reading bookings. So you can book a tarot reading with me, Leo family. It's a great idea for the holiday season, I know, if y'all want to do one for yourself or someone you know would like one. The way that you can book a tarot reading with me if you are interested is to head over to my Instagram. Again, that link can be found in my bio, and send me a DM. I know it's a little bit simplistic right now, but let's see what the response is before I, you know, go bigger with that. All right. So baby steps, everyone. But I'm really excited about this next step, really excited to work with you all one-on-one. So yeah, if y'all are interested, again, the way that you can reach out and book with me or set up an appointment, or just even if you have questions before you're like want to officially set up an appointment, send me a DM on Instagram. All right. That's the best way to get a hold of me. All right. So y'all, we're going to do a little bit of something different this month in an effort to keep this video a little bit shorter and sweeter, because I know it's a busy holiday season. I'm going to forego the astrology report because I'm currently working on one, a separate video to get out there for all signs to enjoy. All of y'all can enjoy that one. And that way it doesn't have to feel so compressed in these readings. That means, Leo, beautiful, beautiful Leos, that we're going to start with an oracle card pull and then get into your tarot reading. So the oracle card is to set kind of the theme for this month's reading, and then we'll get into your tarot spread. All right, Leo? So let me know how y'all are doing with the energy right now, because it has really been picking up, but we're almost like pick up and then it's like slam on the brakes, because we're in a heavy retrograde season right now. So retrogrades are always code for slowdowns. All right, Leo family? I feel like there's one other thing I'm forgetting. I'll probably remember it at the end of this video, but let's get into the oracle card pull. I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck, which I absolutely love. Those of us who use divining tools, or, you know, any kind of artistic tool separately, we all have our preferred tools. Let's say it doesn't even have to be artistic, could be like handyman. We all have our preferred tools that work for us. I love this deck. It really does a great job at providing these broader themes that then you can kind of chisel and dig down into with a spread, a tarot spread. So for the month of December, my lovely Leos got Skywriting, card number 49, the Fates. I love the artwork on these cards too. And number 8, Crown Games, Right Use of Power. Ooh, so the fates and right use of power. Leo, this almost feels like the universe is really coming in to make sure you're using and wielding your power in the right ways. And I don't mean that in like a condemning. I just mean like, ooh, all that you can create, right? I mean, I see like a lot of Leo energy in this gold in this card. So when we talk about numerology, the number 8 might be significant for my Leos this month. The number 49, which adds up to 13. In numerology, you always add up to a single digit. So 49, 13, or then 13 will add up to 4. 39, 14, or 4. And also interesting, 4 and 8 are present for my Leo family this month. Might be showing up. I find that the universe likes to send me a lot of number signs, whether that's on license plates, clocks, everywhere. But number signs are kind of an easy way that the universe can get through to us. So let's dive in. Let's read a little bit about each of these cards. Let's keep it moving. Skywriting, the fates. So this card is the fates, that which we cannot change, and non-judgment. Let me make sure and hold this up while we're reading. Okay. It is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of your life unique to you and you alone, Leo. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds, nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfection in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open up the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear. As you look ahead into the potentials for the future, yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life, with all your heart and soul. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Ooh, I feel that. I feel that strong. That's a big universal pull and message, I think, for the collective too, Leo fam. So know that you're not alone in that. Let's read about crown games. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, and the right use of power. Card number 8. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't. How to get more of it and how not to lose that which you have. How to wield it wisely and not get drunk with it and cause harm. There are matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown games too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. Mars in Leo right now. Check out my astrology report to drop later, y'all. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change, or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others, lead with humility, while letting others discover their own home? Now you're learning the empowerment that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it is even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance, then it will come to you. Blah, blah. Ask for guidance, it will come to you. Choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. What are your thoughts on that, Leo family? Let me know in the comments for the overarching theme for December for y'all. Are you vibing with those two messages? The one thing I really like that was echoing throughout is this this echoing through both cards of it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive, either or. It's not that anymore. It's and, it's together, right? It can be both. And so we've been conditioned for so long to like, I have to pick one or the other, do this thing or that thing, when really we need to be broadening our minds and our understanding that we can, a lot of the time, maybe have it all in a way if we're willing to just, again, use our power wisely, open up our minds to the ideas, new ideas of that things can, kind of fall into place in a way we least expect. And in that way, we truly can have both. It doesn't have to be either or, right? So let's get into your reading with that energy, Leo. We're going to start off the month, and I know I'm getting to it kind of late this month. I'm trying, it's busy. But here's Leo energy coming into the month with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a different deck I'm using, okay? So in the traditional Rider-Waite, this is the card all about hard work and discipline. This is like, I know it says failure on here. I don't want you to like see this and be like, Leo, I'm failing. Let's back it up a bit. Pentacles govern our resources, our material wealth, our stability, okay? This is a card that tells me that Leo has come in really working hard on a project and not accepting anything other than perfection. Like you are throwing out the pieces that don't work, that you are trying to manifest so that you can get it just right. And there's a little bit of like, have I done and put in all this effort to this thing that's not going to pan out? You're like, there's a little bit of doubt for y'all that like maybe you're being impatient. We've entered into a heavy retrograde season with Mercury going retrograde, Mars going retrograde. We have Jupiter and Uranus retrograde. Neptune is going direct as of the filming of this video. So again, it's a slowdown season. Don't think that just because you haven't seen the fruits, the plantings of your labor bear fruit yet, that you failed. Might just need a little bit more time to gestate. And that gives you more time to hone your craft, Leo, because surrounding you this month, the energy is all about the Knight of Wands. In this deck, it's the Prince of Wands, so I'll kind of translate that, but equivalent to in the traditional Rider-Waite, the Knight of Wands. So a lot of fiery energy, creativity, that's bringing in like a youthful feel and vibe for my Leos. I mean, look at, there you are, leading the Chariot. This can also be a movement towards travel or messages from afar. Okay, so maybe some of my Leos are having new opportunities with work or exploration that they're really like, ooh, I should tap into that. Don't feel so grounded into allow yourself flexibility is all I'm saying. Don't dig up everything you've worked on and then throw out the baby with the bathwater type thing. But just know that you don't have to stay so rooted to something if it's feeling frustrating right now. Allow yourself to get a little bit more light and playful and flexible and move around, all right, with your energy. Allow yourself to be inspired. If you're getting frustrated with something, tap out, go for a walk in nature or something that connects you to that feeling of, I want to say joy, but there's another term that would be better there. But for right now, I'll just say joy in the effort of keeping it moving. At the base for my Leos coming into December has been this Knight of Pentacles. So again, that slow moving, slow and steady wins the race. Don't get frustrated that you haven't seen results yet. Good things take time. And this Knight knows that. You might, again, also be receiving messages that have to do with your resources, your job. Again, like maybe there's some movement around all of that for my Leos that are coming up. Because this is really at the foundation, just knowing this is the one Knight that is not moving, that knows that there can be productivity in stillness. This is the Knight that is comfortable in a retrograde cycle because they understand that energy they can work with to review and reflect and tweak and tighten anything that might have been a little looser, not fully formed before. So this can also pertain to an earth sign, younger earth sign, masculine energy at maybe play for my Leos this month. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. From the past coming in for my Leos is this Eight of Pentacles. Again, like starting to see the fruits. You are starting to see the fruits of your labor bloom and blossom. Why are we here? Have we just hit a little roadblock? Are we thinking like, because you have seen some of the blessings of all the hard work you've been putting in, Leo. So just don't get caught up in like the grind, or that it's not perfect the way you want it, that one of these fruits is misshapen. It's still going to taste just as good, So just, again, leave that judgment at the door. Allow yourself to understand that you have put in a lot of work. You have paused where you needed to pause. You've worked hard where you've needed to work hard. You've cut out distraction where you've needed to. And you are, and you, let me back that up. You have been provided with the universe signs of the payoff. So if you think back, maybe hindsight's 2020 for some of my Leos. If you think back and you're like, oh yeah, I did get that call about that job or that opportunity, that maybe, it's delayed or something like that. They're going to circle back to me at a later point. Or maybe I did get that interest from, a prospective buyer on one of my pieces or something I've created. But again, it's retrograde. Maybe they're circling. They can't execute now. They have to circle back to me later. So again, it's coming back to you. Don't think that means failure at this time. Okay, Leos. We got that Mars retrograde in Leo energy, and it'll be retrograding through Leo and Capricorn. That might make for like us having our egos feel hurt very easily, might be very triggered, but this is a time to really meet that immature expression of Mars energy, that like ego self, those lower frequency blocks that perhaps have been there for lifetimes, right? Deep karmic blocks that reside inside that are now being called into, to dive into, and instead meet it with that mature Mars energy, right? Which would be, I honor and celebrate the uniqueness of myself, and I also honor and celebrate the uniqueness and individuality of others. That is a pure expression of Mars, not war and aggression and whatever. It is creativity, alchemizing into the material world, but it is honoring yourself in all of its forms, good and bad. And it is also honoring the individuality of others. But so often does Mars energy, Leo, get misconstrued, right? And it's all about like war and aggression and fast pace. And like, yes, that is part of it. But a lot of those are like those lower operating Mars traits, those immature Mars traits. There are also mature Mars traits that we can tap into. And with Mars retrograde, again, when you feel those hurts, when you're feeling those setbacks this month, what do we have to learn from it? Let it teach you. Because crowning your reading, you have the opportunity this month for a lot of celebration, and celebration with those that you're closest with. The community that you trust, that you know is a judgment-free zone. This is your tribe, your coven. And this is absolutely about abundance of good feeling. Your cup overfloweth. And it's not even water at this point. You have alchemized that water into pure light energy, because you are sourcing it from a place of contentment, safety, joy, compassion. So this is all about celebration this month with those close to you. Again, travel. You might be traveling to see some people for the holidays. I would say for my Leos this month, it's going to be a good time for y'all. You have the potential for it to be a really good time, as long as you know you're going to meet with those people that are good for you in that right energy space, right? This is your closest coven. These are not the family members that trigger you and make you feel less than. Let me be clear. These are your besties. Okay? And look at that. If you celebrate, if you give yourself a break from all the grinding and the pentacles energy of the work and the grind, because it's slowdown season, it's holiday season. Even if it wasn't retrograde season, the world kind of takes a break around the end of December with all the holidays. Even if it's not the Western world, we've all been conditioned to like Christmas time, right? Western culture. But you have, again, remember that energy of like creativity, of inspiration, of that urge to travel and explore and see and do and experience new things. And coming up in the future, they're, boom, Empress energy. This is creating through the heart, through a heart-centered space. This is creation through tapping into all those things, very Venusian kind of energy, like Venus energy. So you want to like just lean into all the things that feel good and look good and make your senses just flutter with whimsy. She can create empires or babies. So for some of my Leos, again, this might be like a heads up that be careful as far as there might be some energy and potential for pregnancy coming up later this month. So if that's something you want, mazel tov. If not, just, be a little extra careful, or make sure you are being careful, I guess, if that's not something you want. But this Empress energy is all about, what do you want to create? What do you want to create? And what can we create through that sacred feminine, that space in the heart, but also that space in the darkness, because like feminine is also connected with the moon and darkness, but that's where creation happens. That's where the development of the fetus and everything, that's where that happens before the baby is birthed into the light. The seed sprouts underground in the darkness before it ever bursts through the soil to reach for the sun, right? So this is an incredibly creative and like alchemizing it into the physical. What do you want to create in the world around you? What kind of beauty? Because again, this is creation centered from the heart space. What do you want to create? It can be also very like sexual, sensual card. So y'all might, like my Leos might be feeling very much in touch with their sensuality, their sexuality this month. Lean into it. Again, like be you, be your true self. Love that for y'all. And here you are, like deeply spiritual at this time. Beautiful Leo, the Hierophant is coming up for you. So what do we need to get really serious about with Neptune going direct today in the sign of Pisces? What do we need to get really serious about with our spiritual development and learning? Maybe a new teacher or some sort of, it might not be a physical person, but a resource that comes to teach you, right? The keys of knowledge do lay at your feet. You just have to reach out and take that initiative to learn. But this is very much about organized religion, spirituality, could even be about marriages. So again, we got like the card of marriages and of pregnancies here for some of my Leos. Other people are seeing my Leos this month as this Prince of Cups energy, a lot of knights coming around. So a lot of movement. And this is all about movement of your emotions. Messages perhaps from the past. Retrogrades are known for that too, especially a Mercury retrograde. You might hear from people, exes of the past, trying to like check in, see what's up, get back together with you. Or like people, friends, family from the past. This is a period where you always bump into people, or that you haven't seen in a while. So messages from the past that have to do with our heart is going to be coming from someone, something, some community for some of my Leos this month. Again, this is a general reading, so this might be specific to just some of my Leos, but this is how other people see you. They do see you very tapped in with also your own emotional needs right now. Look at them. They're focusing on their emotional cup and knowing that by fulfilling their own emotional needs, that's where they can create from, by fulfilling their heart-centered space. Again, that Three of Cups, with joy, with celebration, with positive, higher frequency energies, right? That is where the healing lies. That is where the clarity for the next step comes in, especially also in moments of stillness. A lot of my Leos feel that they have to make a choice this month, and here we come back to our theme of the reading. With your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Pentacles. Like you got to make a choice about one of two things. You're juggling one of two things this month, okay, that have to do with your stability and resources. But I want you to remember this, Leo. Maybe it doesn't have to be either or. Maybe it can be both. If you just get really creative, if you, again, stop trying to force the idea, take a pause with that Knight of Pentacles, stillness, celebration, give everything a break, like trying to push figuring it out. Celebrate, have fun, check out for the rest of the year, and let the ideas come to you about how you can actually make this either or an and with this infinity symbol. It's all about breaking out of the box. This cycle all of us are in. So there's fear there for you that, like, I'm going to have to pick one or the other. Leo, I don't think you do. I think a lot of you can have both. You just have to give yourself time and space and grace and ask for guidance. Be patient to let the insights come to you, because this is all about change. And maybe it's about a deeper change of how we perceive the world and our role in it, how we are manifestors. And by manifest, I mean we have an idea, that's it in the energy field, we feel about a certain way about it, and then given enough time, we start, alchemizing that into the physical. And what does that mean? That means putting your time, energy, and effort into working on that project in the physical, starting a business, start to finish art project, garden planting, assignment for the year, whatever it may be, whatever. Okay. But that's when I say alchemize, that's like you get the idea, you seed the idea, you start to feel it in the emotional field. Okay. It's also going back and forth between like your mental, emotional, just seeding all that energy, that non-physical, maybe visual energy. And then you ground it into something tangible. And that's where you start seeing the creation little by little. This month, there is that's not the right word. This is a little bit of a warning that my Leos do not have to take on all the problems, everybody's issues this month with this 10 of Swords. You don't have to, it's going to just take over your mind, Leo. And then you're going to be, look, you have this opportunity. Don't take on everyone else's issues, problems, worries, concerns as your own. Because then it'll overwhelm your mind. It'll knock you down. You might have a moment where it becomes a little bit mentally overwhelming this month. But remember to lean back into those community safe spaces that you feel at peace with, that lift you up, don't drag you down. Don't surround yourself with energy that's going to be too demanding of you mentally, physically, emotionally. Put down the obligation that you feel to yourself and to others for the moment and just celebrate. So I think that, again, that's kind of like a warning. Like, it doesn't have to be a 10 of Swords. But know that if you have this moment this month, all right, it's coming to you for a reason to learn from it and then move on. There's sunny skies ahead. The clouds are breaking. But this card can often be about doing it to ourselves, taking on too much, and it just knocks us out because we feel like everybody else's problems are our own, when really we just need to be focusing on our own emotional cup. All right, Leo fam, sending y'all so much love for the month of December. Please let me know in the comments how this reading hits for you and how these energies of December are working with my beautiful Leos. Much love, y'all.